Hi everyone, welcome back. Jedi here. I'm going to do a series of 3 videos for you on the websites that I go to and that I keep in my favourites and check across on a regular basis. The reason for doing this one, I was having a chat with somebody just recently, and I mentioned that I bought some equipment for one of these websites, and they asked me what they were like, and I suggested, would it be worth me doing a video on them just to give you guys a good idea of where I go to and maybe where you might be able to go to for your kit and gear as well. So I tried to do this before and it ended up in something like about a 35-minute video where I wanted to give you a good idea of all the stores that you can go to and some background information on who runs them, what kit they carry, so on and so forth. So now I've decided to do it in a series of 3 videos, and you can pick and choose which ones you want to have a look at, whether they're any good to you or not. The first one I'm going to start off with is going to be a video on the pretty well-known sites, and the likelihood of anybody that's involved in bushcraft, camping, survival skills, wilderness living, all those sorts of things, not being aware of who these are is pretty slim. But on the flip side, if there's just one person that goes to these places and gets some benefit from it, then it's been worthwhile me sitting down to do the video. So I'm going to start off with this one. This is the video with well-known websites, maybe a little bit about the sites, what gear they carry, so on and so forth. And I'm going to start off with Haney Haynes. This is probably going to be, in the bushcraft and survival skills and wilderness living community, probably one of the most well-known sites that you're going to come across. Haney started off in Wales just selling knives from the owner's attic, and they've grown and grown over the years to take over a warehouse situation where they run their outlet from, the operation from. And one of my videos I've done was where they very kindly allowed me to go and have a look around the warehouse and the showroom, and I was just in heaven. I mean, the fact that these guys are competitive on many of their prices is one good thing. If you can find anybody out there that will deliver your goods pretty much in under 24 hours, then I will be amazed. And as you can see on here, free delivery to all mainland UK destinations. There's not too many places that will offer that. A lot of people will ask you to pay extra on the shipping. These guys don't. If you've never gone to Haney Haynes before, the prices are competitive. They're not necessarily always the best, but in terms of service you get and in terms of the range that they carry, personally I think they are second to none. They are my benchmark. I don't get any commercial kickback from them. I'm not commercially involved with them in any way, but they are a benchmark for me that every other website, if you're a new website, you need to be stepping up to the mark to these guys if you want to succeed in it. They cover everything from survival accessories, axes, saws, knives, flashlights, clothing, eyeglasses, tactical eyewear, emergency power, firelighters, first aid, flashlights, flasks, hand warmers, hygiene, insect protection, knife care and storage, navigation, optics, paracord, pens, pocket tools, watches, signalling, sleeping bags, just absolutely everything. 3 things that I'll highlight for you along here. They've got recent additions, so every couple of days they add more stuff to their website, and I love having a look through this. I mean, it's one of the things that I do every couple of days is just pop onto the site and see what new gear they've got, and it's absolutely superb. A lot of clearance stuff they have as well, doing some pretty good deals. Usually it's anywhere between sort of 25 and 50% off some of their excess stock or stuff they want to just do for a bit of a deal. That's really good for a look. And they have a best sellers section as well, where you've got all things like paracord, some very popular knives like the Spyderco Bug, for example, clips, flashlights, S-beaners, sharpening stones. There's just a whole bunch of stuff on there that is very, very popular on the website. So you can go back to that, if you want to replenish any stock that's pretty common. And really good to have a little look through. You'll be really surprised on some of the stuff they've got on this website. Spend a couple of hours having a look around it and you'll be quite amazed. So then on to the Bushcraft store. That's the next one on my list. Now these guys are based in Enfield, Middlesex. So just around the M25, open 7 days a week. That is a real bonus. There's not many places that can say they're open 7 days a week. They're not free in terms of the shipping, but they've got a really good range. They are very competitive on their prices, and that's one of the things that I like about them particularly. In terms of a range, they carry the usual kind of thing you would expect to see on a Bushcraft store. Maxpedition equipment, Grants Force Brooks, Full Raven, 511 tactical gear, lots of knives, knife making equipment, lighting, all those sorts of things, but they are well worth a check out. The next one I've got for you is Green Man Bushcraft. Now I believe that there is a sister company or a breakaway company that's just set themselves up, but I haven't got that on this video. They're well worth a look. They carry again all of the gear that you would expect to see on a Bushcraft site. Lots of Swedish knife making equipment, Swedish knives, cutting tools, fire lighting, all those sorts of things. Again, the delivery is not free, but they are pretty good at turning the orders around, and a lot of the time they will have some unique bits for EDC, those sorts of things, some fairly obscure bits and bobs really. You can't go and visit them, they're based in Chelmsford in Essex. It does say they don't accept personal callers without prior appointment. If you'd like to go into them, send them an email, you know, I'm sure they'll entertain it. But they've got a lot of the usual stuff on there, and they do quite often have some good special offers. So that's Green Man Bushcraft. The next one for you is fairly well known if you read the Bushcraft and Survival Skills magazine. And these people are based in Berkhamsted in Hertfordshire. They are Ronnie Sunshines. They do a lot of shooting equipment, rifles, pistols, outdoor clothing, archery and crossbow stuff, army and cadet stuff. But they also do a fair amount of bushcraft and camping stuff like knives, machetes, axes, sharpening. But one of the things that they're well known for, I believe, is their Dutch ovens. And they do have a very, very good range of those on here. So good stuff for cooking. Billy tins, gilly kettles, storm kettles, volcano kettles, that sort of thing. Again, I don't believe the shipping is free, but they do carry a lot of ranges that you might not be able to get too easily elsewhere. A lot of this Dutch oven equipment being an example, and they're pretty well, you know, they're very competitive on their prices around the Dutch ovens as well. So they were awarded best retail store 2010 in the Bushcraft and Survival Skills magazine. They do supply a lot of equipment to the reviews there. So it's one of those things, if you read that magazine and you read a lot of reviews in there, this is a place you can go and buy the equipment at pretty good prices. So check them out as well. The other one I go to quite a lot is the Ray Mears Bushcraft site. Really I come to this one just to check what the premium prices are and get a feel for the discounted prices that I can get on other sites. If you go to Ray Mears' site, you're going to pay a premium for his name on a lot of this stuff. He carries all the accessories, binoculars, books, cooking equipment, dry bags, DVDs of his, firelighting equipment, footwear, foraging stuff, gloves, axes, the Grants Force range primarily, you know, but a lot of his stuff is the premium gear. If you're into spending a lot of money on it, some people are, no problem with that, because you know you want your gear to last, then Ray Mears is the site to go to. So they're the 5 that I would say are the ones that I keep a real good eye on a regular basis. They tend to be my benchmark stores that I'll compare all others to. And again, the criteria for that benchmarking process is, are they going to sell the stuff that I want and keep it in stock? Are they going to sell that stuff at a good price? Am I going to get a fairly good deal on it? If the price is a premium, is it somebody with a reputation? Am I not going to be spending my hard-earned cash on premium stuff with an outlet that just charges through the earth and can't be relied upon? More often than not, I will look at free delivery. You know, are they reliable? That whole package. So there's a video on a couple that I choose. If you want to, you know, send me across some examples of those that you go to, that would be great, and I'll check them out. They might be on some of my other videos, which I'll come on to in a little while. So that's the first one. Thanks very much. See you in the next.